Welcome back. It is Tuesday, November 14th in the NBA. My four favorite picks are on the way, including a 2-unit play, which we are 3-0 on 2-unit plays this season. Let's dive into it first. Let's recap yesterday, a 2-in-1 day. We'll take that any day of the week. Julius Randle's over was pretty free. He got that done in the third. And then our Cavaliers same-game parlay where we had Jared Allen and Evan Mobley score 10 and Darius Garland get 4 assists. They all got the job done in the third quarter. Darius Garland ended up, I think, getting 6 assists. So you should be able to cash out wherever you were. Our only loss was DeMar DeRozan's over in points. He just did not have it yesterday. I think he went 2 for 12 from the field. Kind of stopped shooting once he was 2 for 12. So either way, let's continue this momentum. Ladder challenge will return later on today. I will post it in the pinned comment. Might be live a little bit later on than normal, just because there's a lot of injury news today. A lot of teams without props listed. And then, of course, if we ever do add a play, it will be in the pinned comment as well. So definitely check back maybe closer to tip off and see exactly what we're rolling with. If we do add a play, it will be down there. But if you are new, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. We do this video every single day. Let's dive into our picks and hopefully have another great winning day. Let's start with the 2-unit pick, though. It is going to be a guy that I know people are going to hate. Let's just do this. Let's get it over with. Russell Westbrook over 13.5 points, minus 120 on DraftKings. My best bet of the day. Now, there's going to be people out there that say, I am not putting my money on Russell Westbrook. And honestly, I prefer you do that than you just blindly tail me, come back and say, why did we bet on Russell Westbrook? I'd rather not that, although I'm very confident in Russell Westbrook to score 14 or more points. If the line goes up to 14.5, though, I would only play that for 1 unit. We know Russell Westbrook majority is going to make a lot of 2-pointers, so sometimes the difference going from 13.5 landing on 14 up to 15 is a big difference. I would only play it up to 1 unit at 14.5. But let's talk about Russell Westbrook, though, and why I'm backing him for 2 units today. Units are just a bankroll management term. We are 3-0 on our 2-unit plays. Let's try to go 4-0. Now, let's talk about Russell Westbrook and the Clippers, because 4 games into the James Harden era in LA, things aren't looking all too great. The Clippers 0-4. They've lost by 15, 7, 18, and 4 points. It has not been a great start. Things haven't looked great, and while I would imagine probably 99% of the public will be on the Nuggets today because no one wants to back the Clippers, and reasonably so. They have not looked good, but I think the difference, and I think Ty Lue has to come in here, try to get this offense going. Their defense has been but their offense needs to get going, and this has just been a lot of teams that's playing too much ISO, in my opinion. You got to get the ball moving in transition. That's kind of where Russell Westbrook comes in, and even in these 4 games where the Clippers offense has looked terrible, you look at Russell Westbrook, 17, 13, 14, and 12 points. He's attempted 13, 18, 11, and 13 field goal attempts. His 2 unders, which happened when he scored 13 and 12, 1 basket short. He shot 5 for 13 from the field, 38%, and 6 for 18, 33%. Look, Russell Westbrook's basically shooting this number in field goal attempts. His line, 13.5. He's shooting 13, 14 times a game. And in a great matchup here, I really like him to bounce back and to have a good game. I mean, it's a guy that it's not like he's not playing a lot of minutes. He's played 31 minutes in every single game that with James Harden, except for 1 game. He only played 20 in that game, and that was the game they entered the 4th down 26. Russell still hit the over in that game, but he didn't only play 20 minutes. Still got the 11 field goal attempts or 13 field goal attempts or whatever. So he's still shooting it enough, and I really like this matchup for him against the Denver Nuggets. Now, the Nuggets obviously at home, very good offense. You're going to have to put up points to beat them. And this is a Clippers team that obviously they need, they have Kawhi Leonard out there, but he's probably going to be defended by Aaron Gordon. Then you're going to see probably KCP go out and guard Paul George. And what I've talked about plenty of times before, the best or the worst defender, the worst guard or wing defender gets onto Russell Westbrook, and that's probably Reggie Jackson. That's why we take his props. And we've seen Westbrook, this has just been a great matchup for him because the last 6 games versus Denver, he has scored 19, 27, 18, 15, 25, and 17 points going over in all 6. Now, I know some people are going to be like, Austin, that was when, he was on the Thunder. This is when he had a ton of usage. No, all of those games were when he was a member of either the Clippers, when he played one of those games, or against the Lakers. And all these games, the most minutes he ever played was 34. He was mostly around the 30-minute mark, and 5 of those 6 games he attempted 15 or less shots, which is probably the given today. So it's not like he had crazy usage and he was just crushing the line because of the crazy usage that we saw from him in his Rockets days, his Thunder days, obviously, and his Wizards days. We were seeing him play as the third fiddle with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and that's kind of what he is in this matchup. I mean, this is a team in the Nuggets, doesn't play a lot of doesn't have a ton of rim protection. Jokic can't afford to get into foul trouble, so a guy like Westbrook probably plays against that second unit of the Nuggets as well. And I really think that he can get you easily 14 points today. I don't take the 2-unit plays lightly and throw them around for fun. I'm not one of those cappers out there. I'm putting 2 units on him because I really like him today. If it goes up to 14.5, play with it. I'd only play it for 1 unit, but I really like Russell Westbrook. There's a reason he's a 2 unit play. Just try to go 4-0 on 2 unit plays this season. Now, my next play is going to be a 1.5 unit play, and if people didn't like that one, they likely will not like this play either, but I really like this same game parlay. Let's talk with these three fellas. Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, each to score 20 points, and Luka Doncic, 25 plus points. This is plus 110 on FanDuel, risking 1.5 units on this. Now, let's hopefully get this one as easy as our same game parlay from yesterday. And I'm just going to come out and say Zion's not going to be in the ladder challenge today, although I would bet my hard-earned money that he is going to easily score 20 points tonight, because that's normally how it works. But let's talk and do some line reading to the game. You look at the Pelicans. They are 3.5-point underdogs in this game against the Mavericks. Same exact matchup, same exact location as just on Sunday. The Pelicans just got smoked again. If they get smoked again, I don't know anything about Vegas setting lines. Vegas doesn't know how to set lines. That's what they do for a living, is set these lines. The Pelicans will be competitive today. I just do not see a world that they get smoked once again. I don't see it happening. And we saw last game, Zion had 18 points, missed 4 free throws. Brandon Ingram had 22 points, did not play a minute in the fourth quarter. Luka Doncic had 30 points, didn't play a minute in the fourth. This parlay basically should have hit. If the game was anywhere remotely close, it hits pretty easily. And I think this one hits pretty easily tonight. Look, Zion had his bad press conference where he was like looking all discouraged, saying, I got to buy in and stuff like that. Look, I'm not worried about him today. He is going to come out here and be aggressive because he has to. You can't come out and say stuff like that in the press conference and then not come out and at least buy in for one game and be aggressive. He only had 11 field goal attempts last game, still managed 18 points. This is a team in the Mavericks that gives up a ton of points in the paint. I'm really confident in Zion. When he's not on the court, Ingram's going to be doing his job. Those are the two guys that have the ball in their hands. There's going to be people that say, Austin, you're betting 2 guys to score 20 on the same team. Look, these are the 2 guys with the ball in their hands. And if this game is close, which I think it will be, at least within, both guys playing in the fourth, but these guys will score 20 points if the game's close. That's just how it goes. And then Luka Doncic is honestly the one guy that would concern me the most of the 3, but he scored 30 plus points in 5 of 6 games against the New Orleans Pelicans. Herb Jones might be back today, but I'm not too worried about him. We look at Luka, 25 plus in 8 of 10 games this season, including 38 in both in-season tournament games. Now, say what you want about the in-season tournament. I don't really know if Luka cares a ton about it, but this is the Mavs team that obviously pretty much had everyone wide open in that game against the Pelicans just 2 days ago. I think they guard everyone else and make Luka beat them. We know how good Luka is. He could score 0 points in one half, score 25 in the next. He's done that plenty of times in his career. Well, not scoring the 0 in the first half, but we know how talented he is. I think he can get to whatever spots he wants. So 1.5 units, I don't put, like I said, I don't make these bigger plays without a lot of confidence in them. I'm really confident in Zion to score 20. Ingram should be able to get his job 20, and Luka Doncic 25 plus and plus 110. This is a smash spot for me. No assist props in here. No thanks. Give me just guys to put the ball in the basket. I really like this for 1.5 units. Now, my third play of the day will be a COS Hall of Famer, from last year. He's on my shirt. The great Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese Haliburton over 32.5 points plus assists, minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, if this does go up to 33.5, you can take it there. If I had to say, hey, Austin, first off, I'd probably get some questions. Do you like his PRA line? Personally, I like Haliburton's points plus assists much more than PRAs. This is a guy that last game only 1 rebound. Doesn't get a ton of rebounds. It's not really his MO. He's mostly getting the other guys get the rebounds, kick it to him, and then he's pushing the pace. And if you're like Austin, I only have the ability to take a points or an assist line, I could go either way. His assist line being at 10.5 is a little bit suspect, but it was only 9.5 last game. So I don't mind the assist. Probably has a better hit rate than the points. But I think this is a game where Tyrese does score a lot of points here. But let's talk about the last game versus Philadelphia. Haliburton, 25 points, only 9 of 14 from the field. I say only 9 of 14. I mean, he only shot 14 times, but 17 assists, 25 potential assists. I mean, this is a matchup he's actually played well against. Last year versus Philadelphia, 39 points and 16 assists. So crushed this line. And you look at that last game. Pacers still lost that game. They did not get it done. And I anticipate him shooting a little bit more tonight. You still see an over-under set to 240.5. This is a Pacers team we know. What do they want to do? Push the pace, go score some points. And they're only 5-6 point underdogs today. Now, maybe that's because Joel Embiid is questionable, but I'd be hard-pressed to see Joel Embiid not play in this game. He's just been this Sixers team has started off so hot. I anticipate he plays out there, but still, as a guy in Haliburton, you look at his season-long stats, averaging 36 points plus assists per game. He's over this line, though, only in 4 of 9 games. But you look at the floor, 31 points plus assists in 8 of 9 games. So this man's getting real close to the line. We need 33. Can we ask for another bucket? I certainly think so in a fast-paced game, especially in a game that he probably has to score and shoot a little bit more than he normally does. And Haliburton, look, he's been really close to getting the line, and several of these games have been blowouts where he's been short of the line. But so far this season, Haliburton, 5 games this year with 34 or more minutes. What that means, 34 more minutes, that means the game's close and he's playing all of his normal minutes in the fourth quarter, which this game should be close. In those games, we saw 37 last game versus Philly. In those games, we've seen him record 31, 32, 39, 42, and 55 points plus assists. So going over in only 3 of the 5 games with the 34 minutes. However, he shot below 40% in both games he went under. So if he shoots even, close above 40%, I think he hits this with ease. I love Haliburton. He's just a guy that pushes the pace. He's super fun to watch. I don't necessarily know if he gets 17 assists tonight, but I do think that this is a guy that we know can go out there and score 25, 30 points, be aggressive. He's been getting to the free throw line more this season. So I really like Tyrese Haliburton over 32.5 points plus assists. My third play of the day, only 1 unit. So the other 2 plays are 2 unit and a 1.5 unit. Dialing it back to 1 unit because I think these lines can be pretty sharp on Haliburton, but I'm really confident he can get it done. So Hallie, we're rooting for you. You're a COS Hall of Famer last year for a reason. Keep continuing to make us some money. We're counting on you. And then my fourth play of the day, like I said, there might be a 5th or 6th play in the pin comment if we add a play. The 4th play will be today's ladder challenge. Like I say, always, we play each of them for 1 unit plus an extra $10. So depending on your unit size is just however much you put on a normal bet. I would say put an extra $10 or put your unit on this parlay that we do whenever it is posted later on today, plus an extra $10. If your unit size is $10, then put $20 on it. If your unit size is $50, put $60. If your unit size is $3,000, put $3,010 on the parlay. We're going to roll over the $10 for fun, but the way we make the most money is probably by putting a unit on each of them because we're 6-2 on them. We've been profitable on them this season, all at plus money. So definitely put 1 unit plus an extra 10 to have some fun with. But those are my 4 favorite picks of the day. Like I said, if I add a play, it'll be in the pinned comment. Ladder challenge will be posted later on today. Just waiting for some injury news to come up. But it is Austin. I will be signing out. I will see you guys back again tomorrow with some more picks, hopefully with the broom, and hopefully we start climbing tonight. If you want to go check out some second channel videos that pop up on the screen, go show them some love. My name's Austin. Signing out. Go Russell Westbrook. Go Tyrese Haliburton. Go Zion Ingram and Luka Doncic, and whoever's in the ladder challenge, we're rooting for you. We need you badly. Let's have a day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.